We up and I'm feeling like a new me. Stacking new sets, some new E. NFTs, all of them you need. Back in my zone like 2-3. All time high, hit a new peak. Let's go. Homie, the Bulls is back. I said the Bulls is back. Cheer.
GM, welcome back to the channel. In this one market update, we're going to look at Bitcoin, some ETF news, plus we have mogging has occurred by Coinbase, and we have the 72-hour bear market of the AI agents and meme coins to discuss as well. So without further ado, let's jump on in. So yesterday we had the dump down after South Korea had martial law for all of 2 hours, and this created mass FUD and hysteria. So there was a huge kimchi discount for once, i.e. the South Koreans were trying to offload their Bitcoin at any given price, and the BTC price did come down to 93,000, so like 600 or so. This was super interesting now because we have this crown analysis, so quantitative analysis showing that the 3 previous halving cycles and 3 previous, obviously, election cycles, as they both run on a 4-year basis, well, the kind of average drawdown expected in the month of December was to be 3.99%. And also Crown had stats showing that the drawdown would occur in the very early portion of December as well, which is played out to the T because he did state that the 3rd was the most likely date, and it did actually occur yesterday on the 3rd. So 3rd of December was the date. If you go from the 1st, somewhere around here, the drawdown in total was 3.7%. So pretty much bang on the actual number. Pretty incredible to see. And we now seemingly are moving towards this area, 97.5, which if we break above, this is go time for 6-figure Bitcoin, which feels more and more likely by the day at this point. So a few things to be looking at here. You have huge ETF inflows yet again. So over the first couple of days of December here, $353 million and 676. So you're looking at over $1 billion of inflows into the ETFs. You also have really good inflows for the ETH ETF as well. This thing seems to be picking up quite nicely. You can see 29th of November, 332 mil. That was actually more than the Bitcoin inflows on that given day. 24 mil and 132 mil to start off this week. Then yesterday, the announcement came in that Grayscale files for Solana Spot Sol ETF. So is Solana token potentially going to get an ETF as well? And what was interesting to see was the date for the actual ruling on this, so whether it's approved, declined, etc., was a few days after Gensler actually leaves and a few days after Trump gets into office officially post-inauguration. So we could be seeing a Sol ETF coming sooner than people expect here, which is going to be pretty damn awesome. So a lot of positive news flow more broadly. Bitcoin looks good. You've got ETH looking good as well. Pushing towards 3,800s. You're seeing just mad moves in the coins like XRP, Cardano, and even Tron yesterday put in a 65% candle. Sol at 236 at the moment, looking for 250s on the card on a move up here. Break above that, probably going to look at 300s plus at that point. So super interesting stuff, market moving nicely. Then in terms of the meme coins, or are we calling them static meme coins at this point, because we have the kind of sentient or AI ones, and then we have these ones as well, whatever. But there has been a mogging on the timeline. So Coinbase now mogs. This is the post published by Mogcoin. There's been some epic GIFs, epic memes posted by the Mog boys after this was announced. Asset added to the roadmap, Mog. So Coinbase is about to put on the Pit Vipers. And this is going to be pretty interesting, right? Because what I noticed over the last couple of days, you had some of these shitcoins absolutely fly up. And I was wondering, why is XYO up 150%? Come on to Coinbase. So this is on CoinMarketCap. Go on to Coinbase, filter by price. And you'll notice that these lowest unit bias tokens, so the ones that you could put $100 in and own 10 million of, they all started to freaking fly up here. So people are literally logging into Coinbase app thinking, okay, what's the cheapest coins? Let's put in a few $100. Let's have multiple millions of coins. And then as a result of this, a lot of people obviously do this kind of behavior, and the prices have been pumping like crazy. So currently the cheapest per token basis on Coinbase is Pepe. And you can see Pepe has 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros before it starts with its number 21. But Mog is going to be listed potentially in the next 24 hours. And Mog has a price of 5 zeros and then 241. So Mog will actually be a decimal place lower than Pepe and will thus be the lowest unit price token on Coinbase. So if the unit bias is real, which obviously it must be because people are piling into these tokens, Mog could catch serious bid as a result of this. So super interesting to see. This is the kind of 1 month chart on Mog. Has been chopping around near the highs. This is all-time high territory. Yesterday's news came in, nice bit of a move up. We want to see some follow through with the spot listing. So Mog still at a $1 billion valuation, but looking likely it can go a lot higher. Now let's look at the AI kind of meta meme coins, sentient memes, AI agents, whatever you want to call them. So Bleak is back and posting now. Goat has been having a rough time, but a breaking claim of 820 mil would be good for AI on the whole. Seems the majority of the sector had a cool off, but it's not going away. Consolidation is healthy. So that is the Goat update here. We want to see that one lead continuously. But what we're also seeing is whales moving in and buying up Fartcoin as it has a major retrace here. So Fartcoin whales buying up 66Ks, 28Ks, 69Ks, 34Ks over the last couple of hours here. So this is Bleaker's update on Fartcoin. You can see a breakdown of the ascending triangle, and he says a clear sign that the institutions are after your Fartcoin. Doing it while I'm on holiday, filthy work, but it will not be fooled. Looking to bottom through here, this range, and a reclaim of 25 to 26 cents, i.e. 250 to 260, will see us back in range, and we can make Fartcoin great again. So that is the playbook here. So it has ticked up nicely from the bottom. This is like clear capitulation. It looks like someone's just DCA'd out a huge bag. Also, we're seeing like these perps listings and major market makers accumulating coins, which has been bearish on numerous occasions now, like so Wintermute, playing fucking silly buggers here, trying to rinse people of their funds, I believe. Crime super cycle is real for these guys. And now we have this kind of bottom posted yesterday, big wick down, capitulations to 14 cents, now back up to 22 as it stands right now. Let's roll through some of these tokens. We got Zerebro, which posted down to 200 and I think it was 60s. And then it has had a bit of a recovery here over the last 24, but still kind of choppy. It needs to see some consolidation. Jeffy did post this yesterday. We're training local models though. So within weeks, Zerebro will shift from fine-tuned frontier LLMs to our in-house hosted models. So they're going to have these customized models that'll be able to churn out smarter, more creative outputs. It's going to be super interesting to see what they actually produce here. I think this is part of the Zerebro upgrade that is coming, and potentially this is going to be another powerhouse that is producing a lot of new models. So Zerebro is definitely one to take a look at here. 360 mil market cap, and it could be on kind of par with kind of what Virtuals is doing, but I guess maybe a different spec of model or maybe more creative types of models. I'm not really quite sure how this all pans out, but you got Virtuals, which is actually the market leader here at $1.6 billion in market cap. And over the last like couple days, as we had this 72-hour bear market for the AI coins, this thing really holding strength here and not even giving people an opportunity to buy at $1. Comes down to $1.25. Like $1 has not been touched, which is pretty crazy to see. This gave me a lot of confidence that this meta was continually getting bid. And we've seen like AI XBT as an example, another one of the more famous bots online getting huge social interactions right now. Funnily enough, yesterday, this is 30 cents. It went to 300 mil market cap. Suzu top blasting with like $500 to $800,000, I think it was, that kind of region, top blasting this thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if this comes and like retests this area, maybe around 20 cents or something. Because typically people get punished if they make silly bids like that, like top blasting almost $1 million into something at the highs. You're probably gonna get your ass handed to you for a period. Here's Goat, came into a nice demand zone, has managed to find its way out. We want to see this one move a lot higher for the rest of the basket here to do really, really well. Chaos is the one that AIXBT produced, and this one has taken a bit of a dump, but I think AIXBT is currently burning a lot of the supply, so that's pretty interesting. You have Game, which is part of the Virtuals kind of framework and one of the infrastructure pieces on Virtuals. So this is how you would connect the AI agents into, say, in-game assets, use it across different platforms by calling the API of Game. So I think this one will trade a lot higher. Obviously, a lot of things are up massively, and it's quite an interesting basket to be involved with. And I think the best thing to do is actually have a bit of a spray and pray mentality. Then you can see what the market has kind of valued, and then from there maybe condensed down into the winners. That's pretty much what I've done. But again, Misato, this is another one that the Virtuals team seems to be hyping up, and I'm pretty bullish on what this can do with NFT creation using generative AI. We'll leave things off there. Hopefully we're going to see Bitcoin at 6 figures in a not too distant future here. Hope you enjoyed this one. Subscribe if you're new. Peace.